In Namibia's Etosha National Park, there was a female elephant that had been getting extra care from the staff for months. This elephant, who was affectionately known as Maira, was pregnant and had a belly that was too big for her body. The staff has been closely watching Maira's every move since they noticed something strange about her. A GPS was put in so that they could quickly find Maira even when they were searching over a large area. Maira looked healthy for a few weeks, but her belly kept getting too big. At first, people thought Maira might be carrying an elephant baby that is bigger than normal, but experts always knew something was off because they had seen it before. In the end, they agreed to check on Maira twice a day instead of once. A mix of interest and worry led people to spend a lot of time watching the future mother elephant. No one knew for sure what would happen, but everyone hoped that Maira would have a safe birth. A month before Maira was due, Jonas, who had worked at the national park for a long time, suggested putting a GPS device there. He thought Maira's position was dangerous and needed to be watched all the time. Jonas had worked and lived in Etosha for a long time and knew a lot about each group of elephants. Whenever he saw Maira for the first time, she was a baby and always following the group. After that, Maira grew up and became an important member of the big elephant group. Everyone in the national park loved Maira because she was kind and willing to talk to anyone. Being pregnant, on the other hand, made everyone feel less safe and made them pay more attention. Day and night shifts were set up so that different people could watch Maira's every move. They hoped that if there were any signs of trouble, they would be able to help the mother elephant in time to keep her healthy. During that time, Maira's belly kept getting bigger, making it look like there was a big secret going on inside. And as the due date got closer, Maira moved around less and spent more time resting under big trees. The staff at the national park, including Jonas, paid more attention. A fully equipped observation post was set up right next to the spot where Maira often hung out. Every day that went by, everyone thought about what would happen if something did happen. People heard Maira groaning a lot, as if her big belly made her feel very heavy. Jonas even put together a special medical kit to help with the birth. "If Maira lets me, I'll help and take care of her myself," Jonas said in a deep voice. Jonas's knowledge and love of animals made the team trust him. All the worry and energy in the room seemed to mean that something very unusual was about to happen. But no one thought what they were about to experience would be so much more than they thought. The security team said in the morning that Maira had not left an empty area of grass in 2 hours. Jonas called a few more co-workers right away and got his gear ready because he was going to go see Maira. They felt tense as they drove across the open field to get closer to the female elephant. They saw a male elephant standing close to Maira and looking worried from afar. Jonas told himself to be gentle as he thought, that must be Maira's mate. When they got there, Maira was lying on her side with a big belly and heavy breathing. The mother elephant's face showed that she was tired and hurt. Jonas slowly walked up to Maira and spoke softly to reassure her. By some miracle, Maira seemed to know him, and she didn't act offensive or angry. The female elephant flicked her ears, which looked like she was letting Jonas get closer. Jonas quickly chose to give Maira a drug that would make her go into labor, because he thought something was wrong. He gave us a lot of thought, because he knew that any medical help for an elephant had to be done quickly and correctly. Maira moaned louder when the shot was over, which showed that the pain was getting worse. When Jonas held Maira's thick skin, it felt like he was trying to calm her down. After about 30 minutes, Maira's contractions got harder and the baby elephant slowly came out. The amazing moment was something Jonas and his co-workers would never forget. People were so happy when they saw the baby elephant breathing, moving, and cuddling up to its mother. Jonas moved the baby elephant closer to its mother so Maira could nurse quickly. It was scary for everyone because Maira was still lying there moaning and looking hurt. Jonas was sure that Maira still had something strange in her belly and told him to check right away. He put his soft hand on Maira's stomach and felt the contractions that were still going on. For a split second, Jonas understood that Maira was likely expecting twins, which was very unusual for African elephants. He was both scared and excited as his heart raced. Twins and elephants were really very uncommon. Jonas quickly cooled down and patted Maira on the back to comfort her. Maira kept moaning and slashed her tail against the ground as if it were trying to ease the awful pain. After about 15 minutes, the contractions got stronger and the second calf finally came out. The team from Etosha had never seen a mother give birth to twins before, so it was a unique event. The calves moved, stretched their legs, and made their first weak sounds. After the second calf was born, Maira looked a little better, even though she was very tired. Jonas and his co-workers were so happy they looked like they had just seen a miracle. There was weak morning sunlight in the sky, but everyone was happy. One by one, Jonas checked the two legs, dried them, and kept them warm. Luckily, both were healthy, breathing regularly and not showing any signs of something being wrong. However, Maira was no longer lying on her side, and her eyes were not as heavy as they had been before. She tried to lift her trunk and touch the two babies gently to let them know their mother was there. The nearby male elephant didn't dare come close until that moment, carefully watching everything. To keep the elephant family safe, Jonas stayed away and let them take care of each other. The male elephant seemed to understand how much help was given and gently raised his trunk to show his appreciation. The group that was hiding behind the bushes started to come out from behind the bushes as well. At that moment, it looked like everyone in the group shared this rare and deep happiness. In small steps, Maira slowly got stronger and tried to get up on all fours. The male elephant was patient and helped Maira stand up straight. As the mother elephant walked over her two babies, they stumbled and fumbled, making everyone feel sorry for them. Jonas couldn't take his eyes off the touching scene. He felt proud that he had helped make the miracle happen. This man had saved a lot of different animals, but the birth of elephant twins was the first time it had happened. He bent down and put his hand over his heart, as if to thank fate for letting him see such a beautiful thing. Maira gently waved her trunk and patted the two cubs on the backs, as if to comfort them that she would protect them. The male elephant moved closer and wrapped his tail around Maira, making it look like a warm family of elephants. The field was blown by a soft wind that carried the sweet smell of the African bush. Everything was filled with happiness, which made this moment stand out more than any other. Once Maira was feeling better, Jonas chose to take a step back and go back to the monitoring car. He wanted to give the elephant family some room, while getting ready to tell everyone in the national park the good news. Even though he was in the car, Jonas still couldn't take his eyes off of Maira and the two beautiful baby elephants. His speech was filled with emotion as he sent a message on the walkie-talkie about the birth of twins, which had never happened before. People on the other side of the room cheered because they were all afraid that Maira might be in danger, but everything turned out fine in the end. The elephant family was now all together. They looked up at Jonas as if to say, "Thank you," in a quiet way. Jonas smiled back, and his heart raced like he had just been given something very valuable. He then turned on the car and slowly drove off the grass field, leaving the elephants to enjoy the quiet scene. In his heart, this experience would always be a beautiful high point and a reminder of how much people love and work to protect nature. In the distance, Maira and her two very small baby elephants were still taking their first steps on the huge meadow. They showed that the future would be full of wonder and hope. Thanks for reading the story, friend. To help us out, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video.